Curious about Augmentin? Wondering about its typical uses, recommended dosage, potential side effects, and user opinions? In this comprehensive guide, we'll dive into all you need to know about this commonly prescribed antibiotic. Augmentin is a combination medication that contains amoxicillin and clavulanic acid. It is primarily used to treat a variety of bacterial infections, including respiratory tract infections, urinary tract infections, skin and soft tissue infections, and sinusitis. Whether you're suffering from a stubborn sinus infection or a nagging urinary tract infection, Augmentin may be the solution you're seeking. When it comes to dosage, the recommended amount of Augmentin will depend on the specific condition being treated and the patient's age and weight. It is crucial to follow your healthcare provider's instructions carefully to ensure effective treatment without any unnecessary risks. While Augmentin is generally well tolerated, it is not without potential side effects. These can range from mild symptoms like diarrhea and nausea to more severe allergic reactions. It's essential to be aware of and report any unusual or concerning side effects to your healthcare provider promptly. Now that you have a general understanding of Augmentin and its uses, dosage, and potential side effects, let's take a closer look at what users have to say about their experiences. Stay tuned for real-life accounts and opinions from those who have used this medication. So, if you're curious about Augmentin, keep reading to gather valuable insights and make informed decisions about your healthcare. What is Augmentin and how does it work? Augmentin is a combination medication that contains two active ingredients: amoxicillin and clavulanic acid. Amoxicillin is a penicillin-type antibiotic that works by stopping the growth of bacteria, while clavulanic acid enhances the effectiveness of amoxicillin by preventing certain bacteria from becoming resistant to it. Augmentin belongs to the class of antibiotics known as beta-lactamase inhibitors. Beta-lactamase is an enzyme produced by some bacteria that can inactivate certain antibiotics, including amoxicillin. Clavulanic acid inhibits the activity of beta-lactamase, allowing amoxicillin to continue to fight the infection effectively. The combination of amoxicillin and clavulanic acid broadens the spectrum of bacteria that Augmentin can target, making it useful for treating a wide range of bacterial infections. Typical uses of Augmentin. Augmentin is commonly prescribed for various bacterial infections, including respiratory tract infections, urinary tract infections, skin and soft tissue infections, and sinusitis. Respiratory tract infections, such as bronchitis and pneumonia, are often caused by bacteria. Augmentin can help eliminate the bacteria responsible for these infections, reducing symptoms and promoting recovery. Urinary tract infections, UTIs, occur when bacteria enter the urinary system and multiply, causing symptoms like frequent urination, pain, and burning. Augmentin can be effective in treating UTIs, particularly if the infection is caused by bacteria that are susceptible to the medication. Skin and soft tissue infections, including cellulitis and impetigo, can also be treated with Augmentin. These infections often occur when bacteria enter through a cut or break in the skin, leading to inflammation and infection. Augmentin helps combat the bacteria causing the infection, preventing it from spreading and promoting healing. Sinusitis, an inflammation of the sinuses, can be caused by a bacterial infection. Augmentin may be prescribed to eliminate the bacteria responsible for the sinus infection, reducing symptoms like facial pain, congestion, and a runny or stuffy nose. The specific use of Augmentin will depend on the type and severity of the infection, as well as the individual's medical history and other factors. It is important to consult with a healthcare provider to determine the appropriate use of Augmentin for your condition. Recommended dosage of Augmentin. The recommended dosage of Augmentin can vary depending on the specific condition being treated, the patient's age, weight, and overall health. It is crucial to follow the prescribed dosage and duration of treatment provided by your healthcare provider. Augmentin is available in different formulations, such as tablets, chewable tablets, and oral suspension. Each formulation may have different strengths, and the appropriate dosage will be determined based on these factors. For adults and children over 12 years of age, the usual recommended dosage for most infections is one 500 mg tablet of Augmentin every 12 hours or one 250 mg tablet every 8 hours. For children aged 3 months to 12 years, the dosage will be determined based on their weight. The pediatric dosage of Augmentin is typically calculated using the child's weight, at a rate of 25 mg to 45 mg per kilogram of body weight per day, divided into 2 doses. It is important to complete the full course of treatment prescribed by your healthcare provider, even if you start feeling better before the treatment is finished. Stopping the medication prematurely may allow the infection to return or develop resistance to the antibiotic. If you miss a dose, take it as soon as you remember. However, if it is close to the time for your next dose, skip the missed dose and continue with your regular dosing schedule. Do not take a double dose to make up for a missed one. Always consult with your healthcare provider for personalized dosage recommendations based on your specific condition. Potential side effects of Augmentin. While Augmentin is generally well tolerated, it can cause certain side effects in some individuals. Common side effects include diarrhea. Augmentin can disrupt the natural balance of bacteria in the digestive system, leading to diarrhea. This side effect is usually mild and resolves on its own. However, if diarrhea becomes severe or persistent, it is important to contact your healthcare provider. Nausea and vomiting. Some individuals may experience nausea or vomiting while taking Augmentin. This side effect can often be minimized by taking the medication with food. Abdominal pain. Augmentin can cause abdominal discomfort or cramping in some cases. If the pain becomes severe or persistent, it is important to seek medical attention. Allergic reactions. Although rare, allergic reactions to Augmentin can occur. Symptoms of an allergic reaction may include rash, itching, swelling, dizziness, or difficulty breathing. If you experience any signs of an allergic reaction, seek immediate medical attention. Other side effects. Augmentin can also cause other less common side effects, such as headaches, dizziness, insomnia, and changes in taste sensation. If you experience any unusual or bothersome side effects, contact your healthcare provider for further guidance. It is important to note that this is not an exhaustive list of side effects, and individual experiences may vary. If you have any concerns about potential side effects or if you experience any unusual symptoms while taking Augmentin, consult with your healthcare provider. User opinions on Augmentin. User opinions on Augmentin can provide valuable insights into the effectiveness and tolerability of the medication. While individual experiences may vary, it can be helpful to hear from others who have used Augmentin for various infections. Many users report positive experiences with Augmentin, noting that it effectively cleared their infections and relieved symptoms. Users with respiratory tract infections, urinary tract infections, and skin infections often express satisfaction with the results of Augmentin treatment. However, some users have reported experiencing side effects while taking Augmentin. These can range from mild gastrointestinal symptoms like diarrhea and nausea to more severe allergic reactions. It is important to remember that individual reactions to medications can vary, and not everyone will experience the same side effects. Overall, it is advisable to consult with a healthcare provider and consider user opinions as part of your decision-making process. Your healthcare provider can assess your specific condition and medical history to determine if Augmentin is the right choice for you. Alternatives to Augmentin. While Augmentin is a widely prescribed antibiotic, there are alternative medications available for the treatment of bacterial infections. The choice of antibiotic may depend on the type of infection, the bacteria causing the infection, and individual factors such as allergies or drug interactions. Some common alternatives to Augmentin include amoxicillin. Amoxicillin is the active ingredient in Augmentin and is available as a standalone medication. It is effective against many of the same bacteria as Augmentin and is often prescribed for similar infections. Cephalexin. Cephalexin is a cephalosporin antibiotic that can be used as an alternative to Augmentin. It is commonly prescribed for skin and soft tissue infections, respiratory tract infections, and urinary tract infections. Azithromycin. Azithromycin is a macrolide antibiotic that is used to treat a variety of bacterial infections, including respiratory tract infections and skin infections. It is often preferred for individuals with allergies to penicillin. It is important to consult with your healthcare provider to determine the most appropriate alternative to Augmentin based on your specific condition and medical history. Precautions and warnings when taking Augmentin. While Augmentin is generally safe and well tolerated, there are certain precautions and warnings to keep in mind when taking the medication. Allergic reactions. If you have a known allergy to penicillin antibiotics or any of the ingredients in Augmentin, it is important to inform your healthcare provider. Allergic reactions to Augmentin can be serious and may require immediate medical attention. Drug interactions. Augmentin may interact with certain medications, including oral contraceptives, anticoagulants, and other antibiotics. It is important to provide a complete list of all medications and supplements you are taking to your healthcare provider to ensure there are no potential interactions. Pregnancy and breastfeeding. Augmentin is generally considered safe to use during pregnancy and while breastfeeding. However, it is important to consult with your healthcare provider before taking any medication during these periods. Kidney and liver function. Augmentin is primarily eliminated from the body through the kidneys. If you have impaired kidney function, your healthcare provider may need to adjust the dosage of Augmentin. Additionally, Augmentin should be used with caution in individuals with liver disease. Resistance and effectiveness. Overuse or misuse of antibiotics can contribute to the development of antibiotic resistance. It is important to take Augmentin as prescribed and complete the full course of treatment to ensure effective treatment and reduce the risk of resistance. It is crucial to discuss any medical conditions, allergies, or concerns with your healthcare provider before starting Augmentin or any other medication. Frequently asked questions about Augmentin. Can I drink alcohol while taking Augmentin? It is generally advisable to avoid alcohol while taking Augmentin. Alcohol can increase the risk of certain side effects, such as gastrointestinal symptoms. Can Augmentin be taken with food? Augmentin can be taken with or without food. However, taking it with food can help minimize gastrointestinal side effects. How long does it take for Augmentin to work? The time it takes for Augmentin to work can vary depending on the type and severity of the infection. It is important to complete the full course of treatment as prescribed by your healthcare provider. Can Augmentin cause yeast infections? Augmentin can disrupt the natural balance of bacteria in the body, which may increase the risk of developing yeast infections, such as oral thrush or vaginal yeast infections. If you experience symptoms of a yeast infection, contact your healthcare provider. Can I take Augmentin if I am allergic to penicillin? If you have a known allergy to penicillin, it is important to inform your healthcare provider. Augmentin contains amoxicillin, which is a penicillin-type antibiotic. Your healthcare provider can determine if Augmentin is safe for you or recommend an alternative medication. It is important to consult with your healthcare provider for personalized answers to any specific questions or concerns you may have about Augmentin. Conclusion and final thoughts. Augmentin is a commonly prescribed antibiotic that combines amoxicillin and clavulanic acid. It is used to treat a variety of bacterial infections, including respiratory tract infections, urinary tract infections, skin and soft tissue infections, and sinusitis. When taking Augmentin, it is important to follow the recommended dosage and complete the full course of treatment as prescribed by your healthcare provider. Potential side effects of Augmentin can include diarrhea, nausea, abdominal pain, and allergic reactions. If you experience any concerning or unusual symptoms while taking Augmentin, contact your healthcare provider. User opinions on Augmentin can provide valuable insights into the effectiveness and tolerability of the medication. While individual experiences may vary, it is advisable to consult with a healthcare provider to determine the most appropriate treatment option for your specific condition. Alternatives to Augmentin may be available depending on the type of infection and individual factors. It is important to discuss these options with your healthcare provider. As with any medication, there are precautions and warnings to consider when taking Augmentin. It is important to inform your healthcare provider of any allergies, medications, or medical conditions you have before starting Augmentin. By understanding the uses, dosage, potential side effects, and user opinions of Augmentin, you can make informed decisions about your healthcare. Consult with your healthcare provider for personalized advice and recommendations based on your specific condition.